I'm starting by mapping out the features using white face paint. I want a thick white stripe down the forehead and then connecting to the nose and the mouth. I'm using quite wispy, kind of flicky lines to do this, just to get a feel for the fur texture that we'll be applying all over the face later on. I'm also making some white patches on my cheeks and continuing down the neck. Now I'm filling in my white areas with white face paint. Don't worry if this isn't very evenly covered. We're going to be going over it again with some fur texture, so it just needs to be a base for now. As you can see, I'm going over the top of my hair as well, just to add to the effect. And again, I'm filling in the shoulder areas with white. Now I'm painting the remaining areas with a dark brown. Again, don't worry about the coverage at this point, we are going to be going over it with the fur texture. Now I'm painting on a wide black nose. I'm using the tip of my nose as a starting point, and then I'm just going out a little bit further just to get that really wide, big black nose on there. I'm also leaving space for a shine that I'm going to be colouring in white later on, but I actually changed my mind about the shape and I cover that up later anyway, so you can just continue and do the whole thing black if you like. Now I'm using short flicky motions with the paintbrush to make the starting of some fur texture between the white and brown sections. If it looks a little bit too sharp, you can go in with a dry brush and just soften those lines a little bit as well. This is the starting point for our fur texture, so I'm going around the edges first, and then I'm going to be filling in the brown areas with more of those short black flicky lines. You want to direct these lines from the centre of the face pointing out to the edges, so if you imagine your nose as a starting point, always go outward from your nose towards your hairline. Now I'm just going to keep on layering and layering that fur texture until I'm happy with the appearance. I'm adding in some dark brown in between just so that that texture comes out a little bit more, and you can also use the brown as a very slight highlight to the black fur. If you get any lines that are too sharp, just go back in with that dry brush from before and soften them out. Now I'm using exactly the same technique but with white face paint for my white sections, and I'm just going to keep on layering until I'm happy with the fur. If your ears are going to be visible, just paint them black just to disguise them against the black fur. And yep, more layering, keep on layering. Again, I'm using that dark brown as a highlight in between the black, just to give that texture a little bit more oomph. Now I'm refining the nose shape and adding a better shine by cleaning off a small area at the top of the nose and then filling that in with white. Now I'm going in with a tiny touch of dark grey face paint along with the white, just to give a little bit more texture to the white areas too. To complete the look, I'm applying some black liner to my waterlines to blend them into the rest of the fur, and I'm applying some blackout contact lenses. I think they look a little bit more animal-y than my own eye colour. and then I've just popped on some homemade black ears that I made out of felt, and this is the completed look. I really hope you enjoyed it, guys. Here's some more videos for you to have a look at if you've got the time, and if you like what you see here, please give me a thumbs up and please subscribe.